And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches, Frontline League over on X, Frontline Prediction League right here on YouTube. Like, favorite, and subscribe. You can also go to the Discord from there, as well as from Top of the Card Pod over on X. It's Top of the Card Podcast. Wherever you get your podcast, on Spotify, iTunes, all that fun stuff. They share the same Discord, so you can get there to here, to there, to see that booking page, and stuff, and so forth. I am your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe and Miley next to me here. But BeerMe, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Scott. How about yourself?
I'm good. Tired. I didn't even say that earlier when we talked about it. There's a little, like a lingering headache. So fighting a little bit of tiredness and headache-ness, and I'm on vacation essentially, so it's like whatever. Who cares? But how about you? How about your way?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. The weather's been a little
mild?
cold. Yeah,
Like got cold again?
I'd say more mild. Yeah, it's definitely more mild. Luckily, it's not too windy because once it starts windy or we get freezing rain, we had some of that this weekend. That sucked.
Yep, same.
But but other than that, I mean, it's been pretty good. I've been pretty good.
Sounds good. Well, let's look at the end of the world. I mean, World's End. That is coming up in 2 weeks' time, and we got some matches to announce for it, and that's really going to be it. We didn't have a show this past weekend, right? No.
Right.
No. It was Saturday night's main event. That's why it felt like there was a show. Yeah. It feels like there's one coming up with Raw, but nope. It's good to just kind of relax and just watch a fun show. I liked the main event. It was fun, but let's look at World's End here, because we have the main event world title match. Again, we'll go over the specifics with our final picks on the go home next week, which I know is Christmas, Boxing Day, but you'll see. So Daisy Noel versus Halcyon for the world title. Payne versus question mark for the Watson Rules title, which is not an accurate statement, but it's for the Canadian title in a Watson Rules match. We'll have that contender, I believe, here right now. Same with the Continental Tag titles. Call the Mountains defending against mystery opponents, and Will Colt defending the American title in a stipulation to be named. I believe we will have all three of those matches here shortly. Also, Hell in a Cell match, Jonathan C.T. Martin versus Kyer. Stone Collective 2.0, RGX or Stella and Jonathan Monroe versus Victoria Fury and two partners to be named. Hunter Williams versus Eli. A Lumberjack match with Kevin Dynamite versus the Goose. CJ Hawk versus an opponent of Victoria Fury's choice, so a bit of pick your poison there. Smooth Rock versus Rate Russell, and Jeffrey Warhol versus Mark Steele. Let's scroll up. Let's knock these matches out. So, I do believe, let's see, I have the Canadian title. So, in a rematch, kind of, but for both, we have Payne defending the FPL Canadian Championship against former champions, the GMSG and Static. So, as I muted everything, but my phone link still kicked in with an update. That's that Gudung noise. Beerman didn't hear it, but there it is again. I'm going to turn that off in a second. Payne versus the GMSG versus Static. Watson Rules, triple threat. How do you feel about that one, Beerme?
Hope GMSG can win it back. Payne's been on a roll, man. We'll see.
Payne came out of nowhere to get that. Static, like, kind of lost his shot at it. I think I said he was former champion, but he was European. But GMSG did have it briefly. Storyline-wise, kind of getting back in there because he had the not mystery opponent, but replacement opponent. And Static getting his shot as well. So, interesting way to end the year with that match. I presume you're going with GMSG?
Yeah.
Same. That's off the cuff. We'll move on from there. Beerme, I do believe you have the tag title match, and you have the American title.
I have them both.
Which one do you want to do first?
I will do the tag title match.
Okay. The Call of the Mountains, Sheriff and Mark Harper defend against whom?
The Light of the Colt.
Ooh.
Danny the Light Jordison and Kurt Colt.
I'm picking them.
I want to too.
It's time to will it into existence. Nothing against Sheriff Dog and Mark Harper. Like I said, they're two-time tag champs. No team has gone 3 yet. Sheriff Dog himself has. But Light of the Cult, the time has come. I think they got it. At the end of all things, they will win the titles. So there you go.
The Light at World's End? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. I say at end of all things. It's World's End. That's the fun part of it. We got, trust me, there's new titles for the championships coming up, new belts. We got Rumble stuff. We got surprises. It's not ending. No. But yeah. So Light of the Cult, I'm picking them just off the cuff. And what's the American title match you got, BeerMe? Let's do the two of these back to back.
All right, I have our American champion, Will Colt. He will be taking on the Arbiter in an FPL American Championship Iron Man match.
Ooh. That feels like it's up Will Colt's alley, even though I don't think he's been an Iron Man. But neither is Arbiter. I don't know. It feels like the character kind of fits a bit, but you never know with Arbiter.
I know.
I'm picking Will Colt for that, just based on his momentum. But Arbiter, like Light of the Cult and Arbiter winning at the end of the year, like that's not upsets, but it's like status quo is shifted. Especially if Halcyon wins and say Static takes it, or Dimash even just takes it back. Like everything could change literally at the end of the year, except for the European.
Oh man, my former tag partner getting some singles gold. I'd like to see that.
Could be good. You could. You can kind of say that about 2 championships. Not that Dimashi's former, but you know what I mean.
Right? Yeah.
You're going Arbiter, aren't you?
I'm gonna go. The heart kind of wants it. So yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go with Arbiter.
Gotcha. Well, let's go over to the other matches. I've got 2 kickoff matches to announce. Forgive me. I think. No, I have 3. It'll make sense later. I have Memories versus Papa Snooch on the kickoff, and I'm gonna go with Memories on that one, just off the cuff. How about you?
Yep.
All right. How about this one? The European champion has mentioned that status quo changed recently. Aiden Mack is going to go one-on-one with James Costner in a non-title match. I don't normally bet against Costner, but it's AEW. It's the Euro champ. It's Aiden Mack. He's got the momentum. I'm picking him.
Yeah, Aiden's got the momentum. Got to go with him.
And the other kickoff match I have is the Kings of the Ring, Bastion and Broken Nerd, are going to team up against Hell's Kitchen, Lucifer and Mac and Cheese. I would bet against the Kings.
They gotta get their wins back.
Yep. I don't bet against them. But what have you got to announce for Worlds End? I believe these are your kickoff matches, right?
Yeah. How many did you do? You did.
I did.
You did 1 and 3.
I did 1, then I did 3. So you did 2.
So I'll do 2.
So do
I'll
2
do
more.
2.
Yeah.
I'll do 2 more. Yeah. All right. So
this will make sense. Don't worry. Next week. What? Anyway, go ahead.
I will do. We'll do Bane the Bissa taking on Go Right on the kickoff.
Ooh, I say I don't normally bet against Go. I don't normally pick Go. I just realized, like you always do. That's what I'm thinking of.
I'm gonna go.
You gonna go? I'm not. I'm going Bane.
Gonna go.
I'm picking Bane.
Hey, it's not a bad choice. All right, and then my other one is also a kickoff match. Oh, the rest I have are kickoff matches.
Yeah.
But which is yeah. So I have JJ Rocky taking on Salem Penn, taking on Pushino.
JG's been on a slide. I hate to say it. He has. I'm going Pushino. Dark Horse Pushino.
Yeah. You know, I just never put enough respect on his name as champ. Gonna go with it. I go with Pushino. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. I normally don't pick Pushino, which is weird, because he's done fairly well since winning the championship and then retaining it, but dropped it. But it's hard to bet against him on that. JJ, like I said, has been slipping, and yeah, I'm going Pushino on that one. But
I hope Salem Penn pulls it out, though.
Yes.
Dark horse right there.
Exactly.
So,
but that's all we got. There's no show this weekend. There was no show last weekend. This has been 9 minutes and something seconds. So let's wrap it up, BeerMe, because we got a show next week, the go home. So we'll talk about that one there.
Go home. Yep.
So let's call it there. This is, again, I almost at top of the card. I always initially try to say that. It just happens in the brain. But Frontline Prediction League. Frontline League over on X. Frontline Prediction League, wherever you get your prediction leagues. Well, I almost said. Good Lord. I'll get out of the way. Top of the Card is where we get your Top of the Card podcast. Words are hard sometimes. I mentioned I'm a little tired. It's kind of hitting. Top of the Card podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. There we go. On Google, iTunes, Spotify, all that fun stuff. That is a regular wrestling podcast. Shares the Discord with the Frontline Prediction League. Right here on YouTube, that's the name. Frontline League over on X. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You can see this booking page. You'll be able to see the picks page, which will be out next week after Dynamite. That is going to be set to go. Yes, Dynamite is taped already. And yes, Rampage will be for whatever time frame for that. But we're going after Dynamite. So keep that in mind when the picks go through. It is as of whatever was announced there. So that's the way that goes. But more on that next week. We'll talk about that then. But we'll leave it there. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.